Here's mum of the black-headed pythons. Excuse the ticking noise, it's an annoying timer. Here's the mum, and over the next 2 to 3 weeks she's going to be cycled along with the male with much cooler nighttime temperatures, which should bring her again into breeding condition for this year. Black-headed pythons really are wonderful species of snake. So not only are they eating well now on rat pups, even in the blue, that legendary black-headed python feeding response is there now. So you can look at it on a kitchen roll substrate, which will be dampened down as this snake comes into the evening of its shed. And you might think, oh, that's a bit stained from the previous feed. It is. They're being offered food every 4 to 5 days now. But what I'll do is drop feed usually. This was just an experiment, considering the snake's in blue. I'll drop feed and then check that the food's been eaten the day before and clean out the day after they've been fed each time, which is obviously just that bit more encouraging than disturbing them and emptying their enclosure out and then offering them food. So look at that, you saw that strike feed off the tongs, deep in shed, deep in the blue, which is, you know, if you keep black-headed pythons, that is a well-known gluttonous, hungry-nosed feeding response, but it's took many weeks to get to this stage. It's going to look rather fine when this snake's shed. So this one's a different pattern. Again, you can see it needs cleaning out, but again, not until tomorrow after we've introduced food. This one's much pickier feeder, in so much as it thinks about it, and it's probably not going to eat this until it's left in overnight, but we'll see. This one's definitely more placid and drop feed, and strangely, probably because it's eating just slightly less, this one, well no, actually that's reversed, so I'm talking nonsense. This one here shed about a week ago, before the other one. So my logic was that this one was feeding better, so slightly faster growth rate, but I'm wrong, it's actually the other way around. But you can certainly see that classic black-headed python. Black head, glossy, dipped in ink black. A very nice pattern on this guy here. Haven't sexed these guys yet, but we will do in a couple of weeks from now, before they go up on the website for sale. I would like to keep them, but I don't have room. A fantastic creature. So we've gone from having mostly albinos in the clutch, which all died on hatch, all fully formed. It seems to be well known now that the albinos struggle to hatch or survive very long after hatch. See what we can do to rectify that next year. These two were the only ones from the clutch that hatched, these two sort of normals. And Jason Luke from Australia, absolute mine of information all the way through to everything from the cooling to breeding to incubation, so on and so forth. Jason Luke really helped me to successfully breed black-headed pythons. And since then, just by chance, someone contacted me from a post on Aspidites Facebook page, Troy. He's also added to that information one of the biggest black-headed python breeders in Australia. Once upon a time, he no longer breeds them. There's going to be lots of tips and tricks to see if we can get some albinos to hatch next time around. And crucially, I guess he gave me lots of tips on getting these guys feeding. They're a reptile eater in the wild, so getting them to switch their hardwired DNA to feeding on rodent diet. From hatchlings, obviously no one shows these animals what to eat. He gave me some really good tips that paid off. So essentially, he said assist feed them medium rat tails. The hairs on the tails point down the tail. So if you feed the thick end with a slightly cut at an angle edge, poke that into their mouths. Once they start swallowing those, the hairs also sort of help prevent them regurgitating them actually and keep on swallowing. And every time I fed a rat tail, I would drop in a rat pup overnight. And every time that happened, they just begrudgingly swallowed the rat tail and didn't eat anything else. I did also assist feed a pinky each, but very difficult. They've got a very strong bite. You swine. And getting pinkies down was quite difficult because the pinky is quite a squishy food item compared to the more solid rat tail. So brilliant idea to feed the rat tails. But as sure, after a few weeks, that drop-fed rat pup got eaten. And now, although this one's doing its best to be annoying, they're taking actually 2 rat pups an evening on their own, and they're gone by morning, and then the enclosure's cleaned out and left ready for the next time. So how fantastic. We've bred these black-headed pythons. We're really youngsters. We've bred them. We've hatched eggs. We now know that our parents carry genes for a lot of albinos. And we've successfully got those babies feeding, which is just brilliant. Thanks for watching, you guys. I just hope you enjoyed this update. Look at that. These really are something else. Black-headed pythons really are something special indeed in the python world. The Woma python, a close relative, a beautiful snake, but weirdly, not having that black head, it just doesn't have the kudos or the looks with these beautiful blackheads. Fantastic Australian species. Please subscribe, please comment. Always happy to be critiqued. Enjoy the vlogs, enjoy the different videos. If you're here for the reptiles, subscribe. Either watch the others and enjoy, or just wait until another reptile video comes on song. But I just hope you've enjoyed the update. I can't focus. The update on the breeding of our black-headed pythons.